Love inspires grand gestures. Public declarations like matching tattoos or locks on bridges, meant to symbolize a private bond. We crave to make fleeting feelings tangible, to anchor love in something lasting. These acts feel romantic, fueled by passion and trust, but they carry risks. What if the relationship ends? The symbol remains, a reminder of what was lost. Sometimes, a gesture of love can become a tool for control. The line between romance and possession is thin, especially when trust is high. Vulnerability can be exploited, turning a symbol of unity into a method of surveillance. This is the story of a tattoo artist in China who twisted love into control. He convinced women that a special tattoo was the ultimate symbol of connection. But hidden in the ink was a secret: digital codes that turned their bodies into tracking devices. This story warns how trust can be weaponized and why consent and boundaries matter. Love should empower, not control. In the end, it's about who we trust to leave a mark on us and why. The story begins in a Shanghai tattoo studio. In a Shanghai alley, Wei's tattoo studio was legendary. He was a master artist, blending traditional Chinese art with modern flair. But his true talent was connection, especially with women. He listened, remembered details, and made each client feel special. For many, his studio felt like a sanctuary. Women traveled from afar, drawn by his artistry and his charm. For those who became romantically involved, the connection was intoxicating. Wei was attentive, romantic, and made his partners feel cherished. At the height of intimacy, he'd suggest a unique tattoo, just for them. "Let's create something only we understand," he'd say. The offer felt irresistible, a permanent symbol of their bond. The women trusted him completely, believing the tattoo was a mark of love. But for Wei, it was something more, a way to stay connected, always. They had no idea what he was really embedding in their skin. Wei's tattoos were masterpieces: cherry blossoms, koi fish, intricate patterns. Each design was unique, tailored to his partner, and seemed to hold deep meaning. But hidden within the art was a digital code, invisible to the naked eye. Using a special ink and needle technique, Wei embedded microscopic patterns, like QR codes, into the tattoos. He told his partners the ink made colors last longer. They trusted him. The codes could be scanned with a custom app on his phone. Scanning unlocked private profiles, names, addresses, photos, and notes he'd collected. The tattoo was a key to their private lives, and only Wei held it. The women believed they wore a symbol of love. In reality, they carried a mark of surveillance. Art became a tool for control, hidden in plain sight. The illusion was perfect, until it began to unravel. Wei made the tattoo feel sacred, a ritual of intimacy. "This ink connects us," he'd whisper, making the act feel like a ceremony. The women felt a rush of love, believing the tattoo was a secret language. They proudly showed it off, unaware of its hidden purpose. Wei reinforced his presence by asking for photos of the tattoo in different places, calling it romantic. The women thought it strengthened their bond, not knowing he was tracking them through photo metadata. Scanning the tattoo became a private game. Wei would show a magical animation, delighting his partners. They never saw the other screen where their data and location appeared. The tattoo was a constant reminder of his affection, or so they thought. In truth, it was a digital leash, disguised as devotion. The boundary between love and control had vanished. The illusion was complete, until one woman's curiosity changed everything. The truth surfaced by accident. Maylin, one of Wei's partners, showed her tattoo to a tech-savvy friend. He photographed it and, using image recognition software, discovered a hidden code. Maylin was skeptical, but the friend explained the code's structure. It could link to anything, even a tracking system. Doubt crept in. Malin recalled Wei's uncanny knowledge of her whereabouts and the magic phone trick. She connected with other women through a client group. Sharing stories, they realized they all had special tattoos and similar experiences. Together, they confronted a former studio assistant who confessed Wei embedded tracking codes in his partner's tattoos. The tattoos weren't symbols of love. They were digital cages. The women's trust had been weaponized. The beautiful ink was now a mark of violation. Their private lives had been unlocked by the man they loved. The illusion of romance shattered, replaced by fear and anger. They decided to confront Wei, united by betrayal. The truth could no longer be hidden. The revelation was devastating. The women felt betrayed, their bodies turned into instruments of surveillance. Every memory was tainted. Every touch on the tattoo felt like a violation. Anger, shame, and fear overwhelmed them. They confronted Wei as a group, presenting the evidence. His charm crumbled. He denied, then tried to justify his actions as protection. The women saw through him. He was a manipulator, not a romantic. They reported him to authorities, sparking a national conversation about digital consent. Wei's studio was shut down, his reputation destroyed. For the women, public justice was only part of the healing. The deeper struggle was deciding what to do with the ink he'd left behind. The tattoos were now scars, reminders of both pain and survival. But they were determined to reclaim their bodies and their stories. Each woman faced a choice. Erase the tattoo, cover it, or keep it as a scar. Some chose painful laser removal, erasing the mark of betrayal. Others transformed the tattoo, working with trusted artists to create new designs, symbols of resilience. A phoenix became a galaxy. A floral code was reborn as a dragon. The act of transformation was empowering, a way to reclaim their narrative. A few kept the tattoo as a lesson, a scar that reminded them of their strength and the importance of consent. They refused to let Wei define the meaning of their ink. The story became a universal lesson. True love empowers, never controls. Consent is ongoing, especially when it comes to our bodies and private data. The tools of control can be disguised as affection. Your body is your canvas, your story. Only you decide who leaves a mark and what it means. In reclaiming their skin, the women reclaimed their power.